Right, it looks like we are live. So welcome to this special edition of the show. And today what we're going to be talking about is the number one marketing strategy you want to be using in your business in 2020. This should hopefully come as no surprise to you, but I definitely want to put my stamp of approval on it and give it my full endorsement for the true power that it provides and for what it's truly capable of delivering to your business. So Self Story says, hi, good to have you. Oh, I wonder if I can make that easier to see. Let's see if we can play around with the background on the fly. Maybe we'll do that later. But regardless, yeah, excited to get to share these things with you. I'm going to dive through a little bit of content, and then what we're going to do is we are going to answer some questions, have a bit of a chat, and really see if we can sort of drill down and get you some specifics for what you need. So let's see if I can make that work. There we go. A whole lot better. We can see stuff now, so we can get the comments. So keep coming. Alexander, great to have you. Self Story there. Layson, good to see you. All right, so with all that said, let's dive right in talking about what is the number one marketing strategy used in 2020. And that strategy is none other than video marketing. But of course, talking about video marketing is kind of like saying content marketing. It's really broad, it's really general. My goal here is to give you some of the reasons why you want to be implementing more video marketing in your business, and then also address any specific questions you have about this strategy so you can actually put it to use. Because it's one thing to go out there and just recommend, all right, you got to start doing video. It's another entirely to see what this is going to look like in your business. So for starters, I do have some handy dandy specifics on statistics on video marketing. Number one, why would we want to be using video marketing? 89% of video marketers say it gives them a good ROI, return on investment. This is telling because what it means is that those people who are using video marketing claim that they're getting good results from it. Now, here's why this is important. Most people that are doing video marketing, just like most people that are doing marketing, they're making a few mistakes, leaving a few chips on the table, not doing everything to the best of their abilities, probably not using the right format, the right script, the right way to do it, not using the right gear, probably not properly addressing target market and pains and problems, and yet they're still getting results from it. So this just shows you the power of the medium, the power of video marketing in your business, in that essentially, as long as you're willing to go up there to the camera, hit record, share your story, talk about some of the pains and problems and frustrations of your market, you're probably going to do okay. And this is a really good thing because there's a huge hurdle when it comes to video marketing, specifically the video aspect. Having to be on camera, having to look into a lens, knowing there's people on the other side, but really having to get over the fear of essentially sitting alone in a room and talking to yourself, which is totally strange and yet surprisingly effective when it comes to marketing, because next to being in person, next to being face-to-face and having that real communication, video is simply the best tool available to really express yourself. You can hear my voice, you can see my body language, you can look into my eyes, you can pick up the tones and the nuances of what I'm trying to communicate. So just absolutely powerful. All right, Ilya. Thank you, YouTube, for the bell. Yeah, absolutely. This is the reason you definitely want to hit those notification bell, if for no other reason than to let you know when we go live here. So that is incredibly important and probably the most important reason of all to hit the notification bell. You'll probably see the videos as they come up, but you'll miss out on the live. So a good one to have there. All right, some more stats. 83% of video marketers say video helps them with lead gen. Probably unsurprising. 87% say it's increased traffic to their website. Unsurprising. 80% say video has helped them increase sales. And this is the real point. This is really what separates the amateurs from the pros, is that if you're talking about marketing and you're talking to an amateur, or you're thinking about hiring a marketing agency, or even if you're a marketer and you're trying to get clients, most people focus on getting traffic and getting leads and getting views and getting subscribers and getting likes and comments and shares and all of these vanity metrics. And the expression that I love is you can't feed your kids with likes. So you're going to need to make some sales. You're going to need to generate some clients and customers. You're going to need to produce revenue and profit for your business. And this is where video really stands apart because, yeah, of course, it's going to generate traffic. It's going to generate leads. It's going to generate more people to your business and allow you to introduce yourself to your market. But more importantly, Video is one of the most effective sales conversion tools available. So if you do it right, not only are you going to get more viewers, but you're going to turn those viewers into clients and into revenue for your business. And that's what's going to feed your bottom line. That's what's going to enable you to expand and to grow and to really make a bigger impact. Victoria, right on. My pleasure. Glad you could make it for the presentation. All right, so how much video are people watching? This is going to be a staggering number. Online video, up to 16 hours a week, which is a huge amount. Now, even myself, as someone who is what I would consider highly productive, my schedule is incredibly, really structured, got my routines. I don't have a lot of free time in there that's not totally dialed in. Even I watch a lot of online videos, specifically YouTube, because I'm doing some market research and some due diligence into what kind of content's performing and how to structure videos and things. But there's still, the odd funny video slips in, the odd random thought train rabbit hole. I end up getting down some weird tangent with YouTube decides to put something in front of me. I simply can't resist. So people are watching an absolute ton of video. The important thing, another stat, 84% of people say they've been convinced to buy a product or a service by watching a brand's video. So this is a bit more of a personal thing to share with you here. I started in marketing around a decade ago. My first business was an SEO marketing agency. I did web design, did some social media stuff. That evolved into overall marketing strategy, which evolved very heavily for years into direct response Facebook advertising specifically. A little bit of YouTube ads, a little bit of Google ads, obviously Instagram ads when they came on the scene, but the bread and butter was Facebook advertising, direct response. I did that for years and then slowly but surely evolved, and I started to realize that content marketing was really starting to be a major driver for my business. It got me speaking gigs, it attracted clients, it really helped to grow the business. And there was one kind of content, specifically the YouTube video content, that really had the biggest driver. Now, the vast majority of my business that comes from other than referrals and repeat business and things like that, the vast majority of new traffic is coming strictly from YouTube. Only because the way that I've structured my YouTube videos, my entire YouTube content marketing strategy is done that way, strategically. Very thoughtful about what kind of content you want to see, what kind of videos and topics you want to learn more about, and then really designing things that way. So yes, 84% of people say they've been convinced to buy a product or service from watching a video. I consider myself a very non-salesy person. There's nothing I'm doing out there I'd like to think it's not pushy at all. We just have a conversation, I share some information, and then the people that I resonate, they raise their hands, they reach out, they apply, and we see if there's a good fit to do business. This is all through video marketing. There's no pushy, salesy, gross marketing stuff required. It's really ethical, really honest, really upfront, and that's the power of video. You get to put yourself out there, be who you are, and you attract people that like you. And probably even better, you repel all the people that don't like you, which is fantastic because I'm not going to be for everyone. And you're not going to be for everyone. And that's okay, because you just want to be for your people, the people that you're going to serve. All right, let's burn through a couple comments. And future winner, how can I expand my service providing company? How can you expand your service providing company? Well, number of different ways, right? That's what marketing is all about. On the topic of this video, obviously video marketing is going to be a fantastic way. Most businesses, especially if you're doing less than say 100 grand a month, so $1 million a year, most businesses, if they're not at that level yet, it's simply because a lack of lead flow, a lack of opportunity, a lack of traffic and eyeballs to your business and to your offer. You really just need a way to get in front of more people. So creating more content is going to be a fantastic way. Sizway, hope I'm pronouncing that right. What is the better place to post your videos, LinkedIn or YouTube? This is a great question. This is hands down, without a doubt, YouTube, 100%. Not biased here at all. Like, I legitimately believe this. And the reason is because when you post your videos on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or anything like that, they've got a shelf life. So you're going to put them up there and they're going to get lost in the feed. As more people post more and more content, it's going to disappear. And the LinkedIn algorithm, like the Facebook algorithm and Instagram, they don't have great search functionalities or other discovery ways for people to actually go out there and find your content. And this is where YouTube shines. Not only is YouTube the world's second largest search engine and owned by Google, so it's an absolutely powerful driver, but they've also got ways that if you produce enough content and it resonates with enough people, YouTube is going to suggest that to other people that fit your ideal target market and show it there. This is something the other channels simply can't do. So 100% YouTube, it's going to live on there forever. I've got videos up there that are 3 years old. They're still generating views. They're still generating revenue for the business and bringing in clients. Absolutely powerful. So, Alexander says, I know LinkedIn is best for B2B. Yes and no, right? Like LinkedIn is absolutely a business platform. Everyone loves LinkedIn for business. YouTube's still going to be a better place to post your videos. Of course, why not do both? Put them on YouTube, make sure they're there, make sure you've got an asset database and library of all your content, and then take segments of them, take 1-minute clips or 2-minute clips, and you can put those on LinkedIn as well. All right, Maria, is YouTube ads something good to consider? Totally. YouTube ads are amazing. That said, YouTube ads are a more advanced strategy where you really need to make sure that all of your funnel is totally dialed in, because when you're paying, you better make sure that your targeting is on point. You better make sure that your offer is on point. You better make sure your message is on point. Your funnel is dialed in to capitalize on the ad spend. Plus, one of the greatest things you can do for your YouTube ads is have a solid, organic, free, normal YouTube channel. Because this is going to be people that are naturally finding your content. They're going to resonate with you. They're going to subscribe. You can then target them with YouTube ads. And without a doubt, these are by far my most profitable ad campaigns. Always. YouTube ads that are run targeting an organic YouTube audience or a lookalike audience or a similar audience to those. So yeah, definitely consider it, but also please don't neglect having a solid organic strategy. All right. Shannon, good question. Do you think it's best to post educational videos or funny, silly? Totally depends on your target market. If you're looking to grow your business, 100% educational, like without a doubt. You can try to do something funny and silly, but make sure that it's on brand. Make sure that it's really communicating the value of your business and it's on point and it's not going to be off-putting to clients or customers. But if the goal is to grow your business, 100% educational. That's it. You can throw in some personality, you can throw in jokes, you can let yourself and who your brand and what you stand for come through. But your goal here is to be really establishing authority, showing your expertise, and helping people solve their problems through your content. That's really key. That's how you grow your business using video marketing. Self-story, how do you choose a great niche for making YouTube videos? Yeah, there's a ton of them available. So when it comes to niching down and choosing the best one for you, it's going to be very specific to your interests, your likes, what kind of things you're going to want to do. YouTube, not going to lie, takes a lot of work. It's going to take some time. So you better be sure that you actually like doing what you're doing. So this is why finding some area of interest is important. Now, you also need to find something that people actually want to watch and that is profitable. Typically, when it comes to niching, there's 3 different levels that people are willing to pay for. There's health, wealth, and relationships. So if you're going to do, say, business or marketing, that falls under wealth. If you're going to do dating or marriage counseling or raising kids, you could put that under relationships. If you're going to do fitness or weight loss or anything like that, obviously that goes under health. So use those as kind of general overarching themes and then find something that resonates with you. What apps can we use for a screen recorder? Because my channel content is gaming. Yeah, there's a ton of good ones. The one I use on my Mac is ScreenFlow. Camtasia also works just fine. I'm not sure if those are available on Windows though, so you do have to check. Kruby Beauty Product. How do I target high earning and paying clients on Instagram and Facebook? Less to do with video, but we can still talk about it here real quick. How do you target them? You need to make sure, this is going to be a deeper question. You need to make sure that your brand and your message and your offer is in alignment with your market. So the expression here is, are you offering whale bait or are you offering minnow bait? And a lot of people, they're putting out cheap, low value, easy, free, not that valuable content that the high paying clients, they don't have time for or they're simply not interested in. So you need to have a conversation with your ideal clients. Find out what they want and then make sure to give them that. As far as targeting goes, I assume we're going to be talking about ads. In that case, we open up a whole new world of targeting options, including targeting things they're interested in and things they like. You could target luxury brands or exotic vacations or international travel, which granted right now is probably not happening, but you get the picture. How do I compete on YouTube when it's so competitive? Perfect. So let's actually have that conversation, because that is kind of the elephant in the room and my next fun fact of the day. So YouTube users are currently uploading more than 500 hours of new video a minute. 500 hours of new video content every minute. That is an obscene amount of video content. So I totally appreciate where you're coming from, thinking, how am I ever going to compete with all of this content? Here's the reality. Number one, 1 billion hours of YouTube videos are being watched daily. So people are uploading a lot of content, but people are consuming a whole lot of content as well. Plus, what you have to understand is that your market isn't everybody. You've got to get specific about who it is that you're trying to target, who it is that you're trying to appeal to, and then craft your message, craft your videos, craft your entire strategy around speaking directly to them. This is why having that niche, having that focus that you're really concentrated on is so incredibly important. It's vital, absolutely fundamental if you want to succeed on these platforms. Totally doable though, because odds are good, like you're going to have an area that you want to create content on that people are going to want to watch. So just focus there and don't worry about everybody else. And then of course, obviously the next thing is making better videos, improving your storytelling skills, just simply getting better. But the only way to do that is to actually get started. So great expression. Every master was once a disaster. You got to get started and you got to be bad before you can be good. So press record, start making some videos, and that's going to go a long way and really just help to rise above. It is kind of a war of attrition, meaning a lot of people start on YouTube and then they simply get burned out or tired and they leave the platform. So if you can find a way to make it fun, make it enjoyable, and just stick around and make more videos, you are going to do just fine. All right, Micah says, what are your tips for creating video content that is diverse from others in the industry? Super good question. Differentiation, marketing 101 chat here. So what we've got to do is we've got to find out, really, I would turn it back to you. What makes you different? What makes you special? We call this a USP, or unique selling proposition. Why would someone choose you over someone else? Now, it could be something big, it could be something small, it could just be something different, or your story, or your personality, or your brand, or your voice. Any of those things is going to do to really help differentiate you from everyone else. Also, you could take inspiration from other people. So you could take educational type videos and move in more cinematic aspects of it. Or you could take different styles of content or get inspiration from other people and adapt that into your videos. Above all though, really just focus on being who you are, your unique personality, your viewpoint, your voice, the stories that you have. There really is nobody else like you in the world. And that sounds totally woo-woo and like we're all special snowflakes, but the reality is that you really are unique. Your story, your background, your experiences, where you live, what you do, who you help, that's like nobody else in the world. So you're going to find people that resonate with you. And then once you start to do that, and once you carve out your niche and you really figure out your voice and your style, everything will start to evolve a little more naturally from there. All right, Shannon asks, is YouTube a good platform if you only work with local customers, or should we focus with Facebook posts? Oh, that's a great question. And a tough one. So here's my view. If you only work with local customers and you only ever want to work with local customers and you never want to expand, Facebook is probably going to provide more bang for your marketing buck. That said, if you're going to make a video anyways, why not upload it to YouTube? And then just make sure that the title includes your city, state, province, country, etc. somewhere in the title. But you can also take all those YouTube videos and you can embed them on your website. You can share them on other platforms. So you still have an opportunity to build your authority and share your expertise. You're just not going to be targeting a massive, massive area. That said, there's still the expression I've always had is act local, think global. So act local, run those local Facebook posts, Facebook videos, target your local area, same with Instagram, really valuable tool. But definitely keep your eye on the prize there, thinking larger. There's speaking opportunities, there's other brand deals, there's all sorts of other opportunities for expansion perhaps. There's a lot of opportunities that can come by sort of just keeping an eye and possibly even working with people out of town virtually. How do you get your videos to rank when you first get started? You need to do a couple different things. Number one, SEO is still important. So proper titles, proper tags. Tags are less important now than they've ever been, but proper titles, proper topics, doing a bit of research into what's going on. The real answer though is you need to make a better video, which is hard to say because there's a lot that goes into a better video. Are you hooking people fast enough? Are you telling a compelling story? Is your quality good? Specifically your audio, but also your video quality. Are you really doing your best to produce a high quality video that people would actually want to watch? Because YouTube wants to show more videos that people want to watch. Massive shocker there. So the more that you can do to get people to continue watching your videos, the better that they're going to do. Next tip though, find a topic or a niche and create a ton of videos around a very specific idea. You want YouTube to be able to categorize you and put you in a specific bucket, and they're not going to be able to do that if you're making cooking videos and football videos and snowboarding videos and business videos and lifestyle videos and fitness videos. Like, you've really got to pick a specific target market and niche, and that should help to go a long way. All right, my friends. Let's wrap it there. So I hope I'm giving you some food for thought here. I really want to push you to create more video content for the rest of 2020 and moving into 2021, 2022. This is not a trend that's going away anytime soon. It's simply the best marketing asset you can create because not only is it the most effective and influential and persuasive kind of content you can create, but it also gives you the most syndicatable abilities. I think that's a word. Essentially, you can take your video, you can carve it up, you can strip out the audio, you've got a podcast. You can transcribe that. You now have text for blogs and for posts and for all sorts of other stuff. And you can snip that video and you can put it on LinkedIn. You can share clips to Instagram and to Facebook. You just have so much power and so much capability from one simple video. So with all that said, thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you guys soon.